Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new, welcome to my channel. My name is Diana. Hopefully you guys aren't going to be wiggling around too much. I kind of have you balanced on a Nespresso delivery box. Just because I kind of wanted to be real and just trying to fix my hair here. And I'm in my pajamas, and I just kind of had the motivation to film this video. I knew the video, I had mentioned it before, and I knew, I wasn't gonna, it was just gonna have to come whenever it came. It wasn't gonna be something that, I could, pre-plan, if that makes sense, you know? So, if you're new to my channel, this is not about couponing, per se. I'm not showing you any deals or anything like that. It's more or less kind of piggybacking my MIA radio silent week that I had last week, and which I've done before in recent months. Maybe not an entire week, but close to it. And it really was not for any planned reason, family or a vacation or anything like that. So I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on what's going on and why times like that happen to me, and what I see for the future as far as me with this channel and just sort of in life. So if you are interested in hearing what I got going on, then stick around and we'll see if I can make sense of it. So, nothing has really happened, no pivotal moments or anything like that. No deaths in the family, no bad news or anything like that has really gone on at all. Absolutely nothing, actually. But I do, excuse me, I have always, I think, since my late teens, from my late teens on, have always sort of suffered from anxiety, depression in a way, not bad, because a lot of us mistaken having sad days, consecutive sad days, as depression. Depression really is when you cannot function, when you cannot go to work, and you cannot take care of your kids or take care of home, when you are debilitated in a sense, and where it affects your functionality in life. And so I've never really been in that sort of state of mind, but I have been definitely down, and it would last for a couple days. But I would not say that it's necessarily clinical depression, at least from my research and experience with, working in certain fields, and working with certain people, and also seeing a therapist, that that's never really been on, my mental health radar, I should say. But anxiety for sure. And that would usually be because of given circumstances, divorces or things with my mom. I've said it and done a whole video on it, that my mom was drinking for about 10 years straight, heavy, and then got divorced for the second time, and then got with a guy that was just worse than she was, and they were just toxic, and I was all in the middle of it, and it was just horrible, horrible, horrible. And there were times that I would have to get up and leave, and literally sleep in my car. And then there was a time where I chose to live in my truck, because that was a happier place than staying in my home. It really was a happier place. I didn't have to worry about fighting and it escalating, and me with my anger issues going to jail. And so I've kind of shed the light on that a little bit in the past, those days are hopefully long gone. My mother is doing much better, so that's why I say that. And then right after that and before these good days was a lengthy period of time where my mother had gotten really, really sick due to the damage she was doing all those years. And so me being the only child and her only family member, her being so sick with stage 4 cirrhosis of the liver, not knowing whether she was going to live, needing a transplant, I was the one that was basically holding it down, back and forth to Manhattan, back and forth to doctors, in and out of hospitals, in and out of rehab centers, sort of like recovery, to learn how to walk again, cleaning her, just, doing what usually people do for elderly when they're sick, not someone in their early 50s. So I spent a good chunk of time doing that, and I kind of got settled in that because I couldn't work. She was 24/7 care, and it was touch and go for quite a long time. So I was out of work, and that was what I did. I just was taking care of Mom. And no resentments, no, it is what it is. Look, that's my mother, and had she have gotten sick even from not drinking, I would have done the same. It still would be the same. So I don't have any quarries with that. So with that said, of course I've had my own experiences in life with acting out as a teenager, and so I would, kind of not always hang with the right people and do the right thing. My parents divorced at a really crucial time. I got changed high schools at a really crucial time, like my freshman year. And so I was going into these new schools and didn't know how to act and didn't know how to adapt. And so I think I took the wrong approach sometimes. I would either, try to be tough or clung to a boyfriend and never really picked the right people, and more or less was a follower than a leader. And it got me into trouble, which, happens, and it definitely set me back some. And I look back at it now that, my birthday is approaching, and, I spent a lot of time not really taking care of business and messing with my life and not realizing that time's flying and I'm not taking care of business and doing what I should be doing so I can have a productive life. And now here I am, in going to be in my mid-30s and just now starting to get it together. And I don't mean just starting to get it together, but just, now having a good relationship where this is someone that I could marry, this is someone that I could have a family with, this is someone that I could trust to meet me halfway financially and have a home with. And so I should have been doing that 10 years ago. I should have been doing that 5 years ago. And so that weighs heavy on me. And as my birthday approaches, I think that also is contributing to why I'm just lacking motivation, overwhelmed, sad, so to speak, because I know that another year has gone by and I'm not where I want to be, and that's just the bottom line. So, couponing has just really been something that is just not on my radar right now. It's not fun like it used to be. God knows I don't need anything. So that, of course, when you don't need stuff or really want for anything, like, at the store, that doesn't help. And I just kind of fell into a pattern where I'm like, I'm just not feeling this. And it was easier for me to, skip one video and then, all right, you know what, I skipped that video, so then I'll just skip this video, and since I skipped that one, it's just like, let me just blow the whole week, and that's just how it goes. That's, I mean, you know, I'm sure we all can relate. So, you know, with that being said, as far as the couponing goes, there are going to be some changes made as far as coupon policies with stores and things like that. There's rumors that ShopRite will no longer be stacking their digitals with their paper coupons. So from what I can gather, that is true, but I haven't seen an actual coupon policy from ShopRite corporate or headquarters themselves. So I cannot say 100%, but I would say 85 to 90% it probably is true. They probably are losing a lot of money. So, I mean, that's going to change the game. That's kind of like CVS cutting our CRTs out, because that makes a lot of the deals worth doing. So that's going to be more work for me, but we'll work through it. I mean, we'll just have to figure it out, you know, when the time comes. It's going to just vary week to week. That's just how it's going to be. So, as far as couponing, I have just not really been motivated, and I always really wanted my channel to be other things. And I've always said I like to craft and I like to write. And writing would be more so for me to have a blog, and so I have to do more research into that. And honestly, I'm just not feeling motivated to get all this stuff for a blog, and I just want to work and stack my money and kind of just focus on that right now. But as far as the channel, I really wanted to incorporate other things, but it's hard when you don't have your own space. It's not like I have a craft room where I can just set up shop and I have a camera. You know, I do this off of a phone, and I could, you know, set up shop and craft away and show you guys things and ideas. And, you know, it's hard when you have limited space. I do my breakdowns sitting either at my small little desk or in my bed. And that's how I do my videos and stuff, all in one little room. So, you know, I'm kind of limited to the content that I could put out there. I'm sure people don't want to listen to me talk all the time. And of course, I have story times and things like that, but you know, I'm a little bit of a private person. I have you know, I'm in a relationship and I have to take other people into consideration, and he's a very private person. And so, you know, what you put out on the internet, whether you press the delete button, once you put it out there, it stays out there. So, you know, I have to be careful there. And so I'm kind of like, all over the place. Like it's it's a mashup in my head of exactly what direction I want to take. I feel couponing on YouTube, there is very large couponers, you know, with very large audience couponers already that kind of saturate the videos that I do, with the exception of ShopRite. So, you know, it's kind of hard to get your CVS video out there first. The ad preview, the deals. It's kind of hard to come up with new deals when CVS has one ad. They're, you know, offering, let's say, 15 ECB deals, and that's about it. And we're all covering the same stuff. You know, we all know what coupons are coming, and you know what I mean? So, but I keep doing it because I know that the ones that watch my videos obviously watch for a reason, and that's why I do it. But it definitely is not as rewarding as it once was, and it's definitely not giving me the satisfaction that I would like out of a YouTube channel. And I also need to explore a little bit what else I would like to do on this channel, and how I could go about that. And those things take time. So I kind of just wanted to catch you guys up on what's kind of going on with me. And when someone is just down in the dumps and sad, you know, if you've ever been depressed or anxiety or have things going on where you feel overwhelmed, the motivation isn't there. When the motivation isn't there, you can't do your work properly. And I feel like if I can't do it properly, I'm just not going to do it at all. That's just the way it is. I don't want to half-ass it. I'm not just going to put out anything just to put it out. So that was a big reason why I took the week off, because I just simply wasn't into it. And so there might be other weeks like that to come. Who knows? I'm waiting on the insert list so I can show you guys the insert preview. I have the inserts, but I like to also show you what's on the schedule list so you can have an idea of everything that's out there. And, you know, I'm rolling with it this week. It's not so bad, and we'll see how it goes. So I just kind of wanted to catch you guys up. And if any of you guys can relate, then this video wasn't all of a waste. And if you enjoyed this video and maybe would like story times or an occasional what's up with me, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Comment below if you have anything you want to share. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you all so much who support me. It means so much to me. All right, guys. Everybody stay blessed, and I will see you in the next one.